Welcome back to your Mortgage Insider. Brian Cushing here with an update this week after the CPI Consumer Price Index continues to climb. So we're going to dive into a little deeper dive than normal on charts. So this is the 10-year Treasury. This particular chart, as I usually share, has a maximum time period taking us back to basically 2017. So we've far exceeded the rates on the 10-year as far as October 2018. We breached that earlier this summer. In June, and 3.43% was exceeded at over 3.46% just as of yesterday. So the consumer price index, we've seen the dip and then the spike here. So I thought I would take us back a little bit further in time with a couple of charts. So what I've got is the mortgage rates from Freddie Mac. This comes out every Thursday. So the last data point was last Thursday. And then right with it, I've got the Fred chart, which is the St. Louis Federal Reserve puts out different charts. This is a little farther back. This is taking us in the Wayback Machine a little bit. We're going to go back 20 years to October, end of September, early October 2002 on the 10-year Treasury. So that was reported at 3.93% back then. It peaked in 2006, just over 5%. So basically what I'm looking to show here is 3.37, this is the most recent data point on this particular chart as of this week, was higher than 3.15 back in 2018. So we got to go back to 2011 to find a time period where we're over in that 3 to 3.47% peak back in March of 2011. This is the recession of 2008. So along that same time period, let's look at what mortgage rates were doing. I've tried to display this in the past, and this is the best way I can show that when we talk about the 10-year and the direction, or the when interest rates are moving in a certain direction, whether that be up or down, it does mirror what the 10-year Treasury does. So in this view here, we've got 20 years back in time on the U.S. 10-year Treasury bonds, and 10 years back in time back at late 2002 as far as mortgage rates. So 6.18% back in 2002, just for relative speaking there, compared to today, probably going to report over 6% this week from Freddie Mac. So 2002 was a long time ago. 2008, we were just over 6%. And then the decline in interest rates, you can see over time, it's come down, it's come up, but for the most part, it's been trending down with some peaks and valleys along the way. Most notably, 2018 was the last time the Federal Reserve did their wind down, or their quantitative tightening, which is what they're doing right now as they raise interest rate and tighten the economy with their monetary policy. So just a quick back in time look at interest rates. Thought that would be helpful this week. Mortgage rates continue to climb in anticipation of the Federal Reserve meeting this next week on the 21st. There's some folks that think it could be a 1% hike due to the Consumer Price Index inflation report being higher this week. For the most part, the consensus will come out next week. I guess 0.75% is what the consensus reads. We'll find out. Have a great week.